Hey everyone, welcome back to Kali Plants. Me again, Mark, and today we're going into the greenhouse and we have a new plant haul. I have a new plant haul to show to you guys. Okay, so these are new rare succulents that I'm trying out for the first time. So I think I want to show them to you because we want to make progress videos on our plants, how they look when they first arrive, and then after a few months of caring for them, so how they will look. So yeah, we're now at the greenhouse, and also I want to give you some ideas on what my strategies will be for this summer for acclimating succulents specifically. I still have to prepare myself for our succulent care for summer. So for this one, I think I just want to show you some of the strategies that I will be trying out this season. I've been having some experiences with some care types, some care methods. So now I think that I'm going to be trying out some new strategies for this season. So as we're going through the plants, I will be sharing to you the tips, the strategies. So now let's just switch the camera and look at them. Okay, so here they are. Here are all the plants, and this is the current setup that we have. Okay, I actually bought a lot of succulents this month of February, but for this plant haul video, I will just be highlighting some of the ones that are noteworthy, plants that you haven't seen yet, I haven't shown in videos yet, and also some uncommon succulents. I have Korean succulents here. A lot of them are going to be Benguet propagations, and I will probably be highlighting some of the sellers that I bought from. Okay, so for the first one, I think the earliest ones that I got is this Heart Delight. Okay, it's Echeveria Heart Delight. Really nice, interesting Echeveria. Okay, and I actually avoided buying this one because I didn't like the price. It was too expensive back then, but I really wanted the variety, I really wanted the plant, so I waited until I got about a good deal for it, and then I got this one, and I got some other succulents along with it. It's a really nice, stunning Echeveria gibiflora hybrid. It has that purplish color, okay, that I think that if you remove the farina, it will be reddish underneath it. So it's really stunning, and I really wanted to see how this one will do in my care. Probably later on we're gonna be doing some tips on these plants. Okay, the next noteworthy plant that I have here is the Cabera Suyon. Very dry. I haven't been watering recently. Okay, we actually left home, but I think I'm gonna be watering later tonight. This is a Cabera Suyon. Kind of reminds you of the Suyon that we have, only that it's variegated. The variegation on this one looks tired though because I haven't watered it. So that's what happens with variegated succulents. If you don't water them and you give them sun, sometimes they will look pale and they will look dried out. Okay, so I'm gonna be watering this one. Hopefully we will get brighter colors on this one soon. Okay, so yeah, I'm just careful not to overwater these succulents really. From the Succulent Palace, I got this one. This is an Echeveria SP. I don't know the exact ID of these ones because the seller wasn't able to show the name, but I think that this one is a peach candy, and this one looks kind of different. Okay, probably a tiny burger, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm thinking that it could have been a snow bunny, but looking at it right now, it doesn't remind me of a snow bunny. Probably this is an elegance variety. Okay, and we have some other variety here, but this came as a single pot, and I just noticed it right now that these are two very different plants. These two are the same, but this one is very different. So we have that, and I'm hoping that if you know the ID, please make sure to comment it down below. This is a really nice small size succulent. I actually wanted to try starting with small ones and seeing how they will grow as we go along. And actually I'm buying small succulents really because I have a very tight space right now. I've actually filled up my greenhouse, so we have limited space. So now I'm trying out smaller succulents so that as they grow, probably I will be replacing the bigger ones that I have. I will be doing something with them, probably put them in rain or shine locations and replace them with these ones as they're gonna grow. I think this one is called the Sierra. Okay, really nice clumping succulent. Okay, that has thin leaves, doesn't have thick leaves. That one does. Okay, and I really like the nice compact look. Kind of reminds me of the tuxpan that I killed. Okay, so I'm hoping that this one will still survive and will probably become a large clump of Echeveria. Really nice. Okay, if you can get your hands on pinhead succulents, really I would recommend that. so that you can probably sell the other head and then keep the other one for yourself. Okay, that's my strategy. So this is a Muelleri. This is not in a good state currently. It's kind of dropping its leaves. Okay, look at the drop leaves here. Very sensitive, very delicate, so I'm not touching it too much. You can see at the back here. Okay, but I'm hoping that I can still make it alive. I will probably water it later. This is a Paciberia Muelleri, if I'm not mistaken. That is the ID. Okay, so this is some footage for our future comparison video. This is our Ecija. I'm not sure if that's the Ecija, but I really like the variation on the leaves here at the undersides. The plant kind of reminds me of the Joan Daniels that we have. Okay, has the same lines under its leaves. Probably it has some Perforatium heritage, Perforatium parent. This is actually a hybrid. Okay, and it's really like this look. Compact shape, doesn't have a lot of arena, very different compared with the other Echeverias. Really nice. Okay, we have here I think I forgot the name. Okay, I'm really not sure, but this looks to be another of those Perforatium hybrids. I don't know if it's the Moranii or something like that. Okay, but definitely this one looks to be a very unique Echeveria. So I got it, and I will post the ID, the seller ID, on the screen as we're showing it. So yeah, really nice. And we have here this one. I believe this is the Vincent Cato, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, when it was first posted, it had brighter leaves. Probably it got dull because of because if it's been uprooted, it's been dry, it's been exposed to a lot of sun, so it looks kind of dull right now. But once it becomes more bright, the edges have lines on them, and I really like those variation in some succulents. I wanted to see how this one will develop to soon. Okay, so currently probably you're seeing with my new hauls that they're planted in these small pots, so that will be one of my strategy, one of my key strategies. Small pots really dry out faster, so I will be able to control more the watering of my succulents. I can top water them, and I can be sure that they will dry very quickly so that they will not rot. For more substantial succulents like these ones, because they're already larger, I planted them in large containers, but I'm not gonna be watering a lot, especially during hot days. But if we're getting some cloudy days, I'll probably water them so that they can establish. But if it gets too hot for too long, then probably I will hold off on watering, because if you water too much, these succulents will die, especially during the summer season when they are mostly dormant. So if they don't have enough of a cool or mild temperature window of mild temperature in your area, if they don't have that, they will stay dormant. So just wait until you get some cloudy days, and then you can water a little more, and that's what I'm gonna be doing really. Okay, or probably you can water small amounts of water. Don't bottom water them too much during the summer seasons, especially if it gets too hot in your location. Okay, currently right now it's kind of cloudy, windy in my area. Very different climate with yours probably, because we're in Dingalan, Aurora. We're near the mountains and near the sea, so it's very often that we get winds and proper circulation here, air circulation, and some mild temperatures. So your location might be different, but that's just my basic guide on how to acclimate succulents during the heat, during the summer seasons. Okay, the next one that we have here is an Echeveria lawi. Okay, this is an imported succulent. I will be posting the name of the seller on the screen or on the description. Really wanted to have a lawi for a very long time, and I usually find lawis being sold as Benguet propagations, which are already substantial but still very pricey for my liking. So I bought one that is much more cheaper but is much more smaller really. So yeah, I really like this lawi. Really like the colors on this one, kind of cream colored, and I hope that we can make this grow into a large succulent. Okay, so we have that, but I will not be planting this in this container. Probably I will be using a different container. That is a ceramic pot. I'm trying to avoid using those because they take forever to dry out in my experience. Okay, and in my location they don't dry out very quickly. This is another lawi hybrid. It's an Sedeveria lala. Okay, it's a lawi crossed with a clavatum. Some other sellers sell this as the Cluey, but this is officially known, or probably known by a certain blogger that I've seen. It's been named as Lala, not Chloe. Okay, Sedevaria Lala, hybrid with Clavatum and Alawi. Really nice hybrid that one is, and also very popular with Korean importers right now. Really nice. I also like the nice light color on this one compared with other succulents which are darker color. This one really has light, some kind of salmony pink color on that one. Yeah, really nice. Okay, I also have another hybrid here that kind of looks the same, also a very new plant of mine. This is a mule. Okay, I just want to show it. Okay, this I believe is a cross with a clavatum and an amethystinum, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a Graptosedum and this is a Sedevaria. Okay, really nice, lovely Echeverias or Echeveria hybrids, nice looking farina. Okay, I'm still trying to make this grow a little more. It's been planted in this container for a little while already, so yeah, I'm trying to establish it, but you can look at the really nice appearances of those ones. Really adorable. And I'm just noticing this one has a much more pinkish look to it. Really nice. Meal, correct me if I'm wrong, this is probably hybrid with clavatum and amethystinum. Okay, if I'm not mistaken. So we have that. Now let's go on to our next batch here. Okay, you just have seen my snow bunny. I haven't shipped it yet. Okay, but I'm gonna be shipping it soon. So we have these ones, and this is kind of a mess. I put it in the tray. This is the first one. The seller sold this to me as a Cugayensis cultivar, or a variety of Casserole rupestris. Really nice. Okay, he said that it's different with the ivory tower since it grows much more compact, but I think that they look kind of the same. Okay, but we have a lot of pups here that we can propagate. Okay, and I'm still gonna try stressing out these crassula, because if it's different, it will get thicker leaves, not just thin ones like these ones. It can get thicker if it's really a different variety. Okay, so I'm gonna be trying stressing out this plant. Okay, we have that. Next one we have is a Senecio Haworthii. I don't know if the name of that changed already. Really nice cocoon succulent. Kind of reminds you of Sir Andrew's video. He had a large plant of this one. I'm gonna be trying out a smaller one with this one. Okay, because I don't have a lot of space for large plants really. This is a compact jade. Okay, let's just compare it really quickly. Okay, so we have here our red compact jade, and this is our normal. Okay, this is our normal jade. Okay, this is our compact cross beast jade. Okay, and here is our normal size jade. Okay, the camera is not focusing well. Yeah, but we have that two different jade plants, and I believe this one stresses much more easily, becomes red much more easily than the other one, which needs some time before you can stress it out really. Okay, so those are two crassulas that we have. Really nice. Let's move on to the next. We have our Perforatium Sedum. This is kind of a textured sedum, kind of reminds you of the rubrotinctum, but it has these thick leaves that are very sturdy. They don't feel like they're gonna fall off the plant anytime soon. They're really hard there on the plant, and I think that it's just a much more sturdy type of sedum. Really wanted to try this one. When I saw it, when the seller showed it in his live selling, I instantly wanted to get this sedum. Really nice, and kind of reminds you of grapes really. The next one we have is a Graptoviria Amethorum. Okay, this is a Perforatium hybrid crossed with an Graptopetalum Amethystinum. Okay, so it's Amethorum. Really nice look on that, and I really like the seller that sold this to me. I will be posting the name on the screen probably. The leaves on this one is really thick, yeah, and I can tell that this is already a mature succulent. I bought some Amethorums before which are very young and they die very easily, so I'm hoping that I can make this one survive a lot longer. Really nice. The next one we have is a Sedum Hernandez Eye. Okay, really nice sedum. It doesn't have a spiral growth habit with its leaves. It doesn't form rosettes. It has this much more plus shape growth on its leaves. Really nice type of sedum. Okay, it's getting kind of noisy right now. I think there's some commotion outside. The next one we have is a Pachiveria powder puff. Okay, probably some hybrid of some type. Really thick farina on that one. And I really like the look of it. Kind of reminds you more of an Echeveria than a Pachyphytum. The next one is an Adromiscus silver coin. Adromiscus has been becoming very popular very recently, and I'm still struggling to find a proper seller for a lot of them because some sellers will only sell one type, some other seller will sell another type. So you just have to go around sellers to see the Adromiscus that they have and collect them. But this one is a type of a succulent that forms thick roots, kind of like your other Codex succulents. Okay, but it also has really interesting leaves, and I also heard that this one propagates via leaf very easily. I also have our Adromiscus cristatus right here, which is a related plant. Okay, so those are very related. Same Adromiscus. This one has been doing much better in its new potting mix, so I'm confident about my Adromiscus plants right now. So I'm going to be collecting more of these. Finally, the last one we have is a Cotyledon Flanaganii or Flaganii. Okay, this is a different type of Cotyledon, reminds you of the Orbiculata. I have my Orbiculata right here, which is doing much better. Okay, we have that. Yeah, and this is another related variety. Okay, these are woody Cotyledons. We have our other Cotyledons which are pendant. The Cotyledon Pendants is one type, so that those other type of Cotyledons hang, but this one grow upright. Really nice look to that. I also like the nice tips, edges on the plant. Okay, we have that. It just has really thick farina that gets smudged very easily. Oops, gets smudged very easily, those farina does. Okay, we have that. Okay, also have some other cuttings of my succulents outside. I took cuttings of them. I want to propagate them, and we also have some new pots. Okay, I managed to buy one when we were at a mall in Manila, and yeah, I think that it'll be nice to plant some succulents in there. I think that this one would look so nice in this container, don't you think? Wow, look at that. They feel like they're made for each other. Yeah, and this one already has some pops behind, so I think I'm gonna pop this one in this container. We also have a pink one. I just don't know what to put in here right now. I'm having doubts really, but probably an Ellen, but I'm not sure because my Ellen isn't that big. Hold on, let me get some plant that I can fit on that. Do you think it would fit in there? This is a Rubidona or an Opalina, I'm not sure, but Opalinas are pink succulents. Okay, they kind of match. Yeah, but I really want this one to grow a little larger more. I don't want to contain it in a small container because it will not grow if it stays in a small container. For this one though, I think that really nice. Okay, this one will be a nice plant to put in there, don't you think? Yes, the Casserole candy cane, one of my loved Cassoles. Really delicate looking, dries up very quickly and gets ugly if it stays dry. Okay, but it has some pinkish tones to it. Really nice. Yeah, and I think this one fits in nicely with that container. I think this will be the match that I will be doing. Okay, yes. So yeah, I think that's about it for our plant haul update and strategies for acclimating during the summer. I really hope that you like the tips and you really like the plants that we have here. Okay, I will be posting updates on them soon, so please make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss any care tips on these succulents in the future. If you have any other topics that you want us to discuss as well, I also have a lot of topics really in mind, so you can comment it down below and you can subscribe so that you can see more informative videos on succulents here at the channel. And I think that's about it for this video, guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.